New York State is building a clean energy future. The state has set transformative goals to deliver clean energy to best serve our economy, environment, and homes and businesses for generations to come. In order to get all that clean energy from where it's produced to New York homes and businesses, the statewide electric transmission system needs major upgrades and expansion. That's where New York Transco comes in, with its environmentally responsible, community-minded approach to electric transmission projects.
York Transco is a New York State-based transmission development company, and we're focused on developing environmentally sensitive and customer-responsible transmission projects for the benefit of customers throughout New York State. One of the key corridors in New York State's transmission system is this 55-mile corridor that goes through 11 towns, starting in the capital region, working its way down into the Hudson Valley. New York Transco is extremely proud to have been selected to develop this project. We call it the New York Energy Solution, and it's just a great example of how we approach project development that benefits customers throughout the state of New York.
We're replacing 80-year-old structures with new, robust, resilient monopole towers, which are designed to withstand the wind and the ice loadings in this area. On those structures, we're installing new 345 kV line that will greatly improve the clean energy carrying capacity and allow us to efficiently move the larger amounts of clean energy that are vital to New York's future. In addition, we're building out 4 substations along the route. The project takes place entirely in an existing utility corridor and on utility-owned land, which has greatly minimized community disturbance. Additionally, we've made an effort to talk to every community, every neighbor, and every stakeholder to ensure they had a voice in our efforts.
Frequent, open, two-way communication is a key part of how Transco begins our projects, and it's the way we end our projects. We start by going out and doing a listening tour, meeting with all of the neighbors, going to all of the communities to hear their feedback, and ultimately incorporating as much of that as we can into our project design, construction, and restoration efforts.
Working with New York Transco was a great experience. They're very professional. When they first started the project, they came to the town, they let us know what was going on, and they would constantly come back and fill us in what was going up to date as they're moving forward with the whole project. They contacted everybody and explained everything that had to be happened on their property or near their property. It's top of the line. They've done top of the line work.
So this energy corridor runs right up through the middle of one of our alfalfa fields. When they said they were going to come in and put new towers in and new lines, we had some questions. Frankly, the team that's running the project was really great in explaining things, communicating with us, and really made it clear what was going to happen and that we weren't going to have a lot of impact to our operation.
Agriculture is the fabric of the community in this area. You can see it all around us here. We've shared this right-of-way since the 1930s, and it's been really important to New York Transco to ensure that we minimize any impacts to our agricultural friends, both before, during, and after construction.
And we actually held agricultural forums, visited the farm bureaus, sat down with each of the farmers to find out what their schedules looked like when it came to planting and harvesting, and make sure that we could include our operations into that schedule as best as possible. And so that sort of relationship building and making sure that our stakeholders are properly integrated into our plans is a key part of what we do to make our project successful.
Working with New York Transco was really a partnership type of relationship. We worked hand in hand, communication was excellent. It really was a pleasure, frankly. Everybody I dealt with was super knowledgeable and polite and very accommodative to the needs of our farm first, and I thought it was a really good partnership.
It's important to take consideration for these things. We do not want to impact the land that we come onto, and we want to protect it for future generations. We work closely with our agricultural monitor and our environmental monitors to make sure that we have surveyed the area prior to construction, are really aware of, the subtle nuances of each section of the project, and we employ various methods in order to make sure that we're protecting the environment we work in. And once these are removed, you'll see that restoration occurs fairly quickly in a way that you wouldn't know we were here.
The project is a complex project to build and requires the skills of a lot of people. We've been fortunate to partner with the labor unions of New York, who share our commitment to safety and quality.
Well, 1249 is a referral hall. We refer out to all the manpower for the electrical construction work in New York to perform what needs to be done for the electrical grid.
There are approximately 15 different contractors and subcontractors. These contractors are all supplied by local vendors who include people like the gravel and rock suppliers. We use local fence contractors to help us in certain areas, as well as ready-mix concrete for the big foundations. And it's brought a lot of economic benefit to the community.
I've been working with New York Transco approximately a year and a half, and I've been on 9 different properties replacing and building fence. It's been very important. It's filled in a lot of gaps. It's kept me very busy.
Our crews throughout the project are supporting a lot of the local businesses. We source as much of the materials as we can locally in and out of the stores in the area. Economically, should help benefit the community greatly.
At the end of the day, it's all about the people. Our projects will enable the delivery of more clean energy for the people of New York State, protect our environmental resources, boost the local economy, and do so in a way that is safe and has minimal impacts on the people who live along the transmission corridor.
So I'm proud to be part of this project. I work with a great many of people who have fantastic skill sets and excellent dedication to safety, and we're coming together to make sure we're delivering the clean energy future for New York.